Unlike the popular conception that, a VILT is nothing but a webinar, or it's just the same as conducting an ILT using a video conferencing facility like this, that's not really the case because there are some essential differences. A VILT is, as is the case with any other training, there are performance-based learning objectives in place. So it's not just disseminating knowledge or sharing thought leadership or just sharing some ideas. There are some well-defined learning objectives that the training has to meet, and learners are tested on it by the end of the session and so on. And also, in a webinar, it's mostly for knowledge sharing, thought leadership, and the interaction is mainly from the facilitator to the various participants. However, in a VILT, it's a virtual replica of your physical classroom. So you have interactions many to many between the participants, between the facilitator and the participants, and so on. And you know, one thing is that the third entity in this mix is the technology itself. So there is a bit of challenge in managing the technology part, which is why a lot of us, when we do conduct VILTs, we have a host who takes care entirely of the technology end and so on. Now, here are some of the materials that you would need for a virtual instructor led training. We highly recommend a getting started webinar because despite this being increasingly popular in recent times, there are still some learners and facilitators who still may be slightly apprehensive about using technology for conducting the training. And a getting started webinar really helps to do away with those apprehensions and gives participants a chance to get some hands on practice. And then you have the rest of your materials, which are your facilitator PPTs and your guides. And the difference between this and your regular ILT material is that in this VILT training materials, you would have to factor for the use of technology as well. So you would have to give detailed instructions on, for the various activities that you intend having. So some of these activities could be your chats, your polls, your annotation sessions, your breakout rooms, having participants do worksheets, and so on. So this is something that has to be very deliberately and consciously factored for when you're redesigning your existing ILT and using them for your VILT sessions.